Hey guys, this is SWTOR, and today I'm going to be bringing a video of my Arsenal Merc. And as you guys probably know by now, this is a very powerful class right now. They're probably going to nerf it at some point, but for now we can enjoy getting huge numbers. I am not max level in this guy yet. I just am not having a lot of time to play the game, unfortunately, but I wanted to show a video of what I have so far. So we're still at 65. I'm wearing all of my gear from this 65 max level from 4.0. And so I'm still hitting pretty hard. The bolster's keeping me honest, but let's just jump right into the video. Now, as a lot of ranged characters were going into the middle right here, I'm using this pillar in the middle to kind of line of sight and only attack one person once. So me and the sniper are going at it. But as one melee DPS goes on me, I cut LOS and then start attacking the guy that was trying to get some objectives. Now again, I cut the LOS of the guy on me by moving farther away and making myself harder to hit, and then rocket out again as I got too in the thick of things, and so that way I can only focus on one target. Good positioning for battles such as these. Only one person can attack you, and you keep the line of sight up to one person. Now, unfortunately, I didn't see the Saber reflect until too late, because now a lot more classes have reflect abilities, and so I had to pop some defensives, and again, kind of kite away, drawing this guy away from the fight. He's a melee DPS, I'm a ranged DPS, so I want to keep my range. Arsenal mobility is insane, and now we have the defenses to survive and continue doing DPS. So I'm just right out of his melee range, keep putting on a net on him, keep doing my attacks on him, and then as he goes on my healer, I try to push him away. Unfortunately, I didn't see the hydraulic overrides. Now as this sniper starts going on me, I use my chaff flare, and again, just kind of focus him, and even though I didn't have my rail shot fully charged, I still wanted to use it early just to finish him off. Now in a group of people, use your AoE, and as you can tell, we were able to take two of the people down very quickly with AoE. Now I saw the healers in the back line right here, and I didn't really want them to get away, so I turned around, rocketed out, and then I was able to keep up with them. Again, just kind of doing some DPS. Unfortunately, I didn't really see that the whole team kind of got out of spawn, and a lot of them jumped us. And so now push one guy away, finish him, and use this ridge right here, again, to cut line of sight. Again, it's a one-on-one against two people right now. I had a little bit of downtime because I targeted the wrong person, but then I kind of kited away. As soon as I see another person attack me, that's when I use my escapes, use my hydraulic overrides, rocket out, get me some distance, and cut line of sight right away. As soon as I cut line of sight, then they can't see me, and only one of them still attacks me. And so as I get pulled over really quickly, I just hit one guy with a stun, kind of do some DPS, because my healer is actually doing a decent job of healing me right now. And then again, moving across the map and making myself a very hard person to attack, and then I attack the guy who's going for the objectives again. As you can probably tell by now, we're getting a little bit more kills than they are, and so it's really important just to stop them getting the objectives that make the difference. Now, I see one guy stealth out at the top, so I try to throw out a stealth scan to see if I can get lucky, but he went over a little bit. Already on me,
that means that there's a sniper on me. So I rocketed out to get to the other side so that again only one person can attack me. I'm going very far away, but as you can tell, because only one person is attacking me, I'm able to keep staying alive and use my self-heals in the break of fighting to keep myself up to full. Now, as I see the assassin use resilience, I use my blazing bolt, which does range damage. Now that assassins are very good in PvP, it's very good for us as Arsenal mercs to understand their defensives. When you see them kind of glimmer silver like that, that means they resist all of our tech attacks. So do not waste a heat saver's missile on them, because they can basically evade a lot of damage. Use your rail shot, use your blazing bolts until that wears off. So now again, using this thing in the middle to cut line of sight from the snipers, they can make it a pain to get around. And as one guy stealthed out, I popped him right out of stealth, pushed him away just to kind of get him away from me, and then I went over to attack him, but unfortunately the sniper put down his defenses, and he was able to get some health back. So I decided to rocket out again, just kind of heal myself up, get myself in a little better position, and then start the DPS again. People were grouped up, so I used some death from above, and then kind of got in a good position to attack. The sniper rolled forward again, trying to attack me, and so I kind of kite around again. I had to pop a couple defenses because I was close, and luckily I took in my utilities that my shield has a pretty good uptime. As you can tell, even though I only hit it a couple minutes ago, you can see on my toolbar down at the bottom, it's about 3/4 of the way already, so that utility is very helpful. I suggest you guys taking it. It's good for staying alive. Now, because the sniper was on me, I cut LOS, he had to roll, and then I rocketed out again. Again, he had to use one of his defensives, I used one of my escapes, and that way, because I was able to continue to line of sight him, he wasn't able to attack me, he was forced to attack other people.
Now you might think, is it bad for them to attack other people? Isn't that kind of a mean thing to do to our teammates? But you have to understand that as soon as a person in PvP switches targets and attacks somebody else, they lose a couple seconds because they have to retarget. Not only that, but they have to reset all their debuffs on a target. So it is very good to make people switch targets. Don't feel bad about making people switch off of you and go to someone else, unless it's a healer. Then you probably want to keep the focus on yourself. Now, as you can see, I tried to stun the healer. It didn't work. I pushed them together just so we could attack him better. And then as he stealths out, I continue to focus on him. I break the stun and then go for it on my DPS. As you guys might be able to tell, my rotation isn't perfect. And you'll see the effects of this on the end of the battle. Even though I got top DPS, I get a little lower damage per second than I probably should. Another problem with my attacking right now is that I have a little bit of what I call downtime. And a downtime is when you go and don't do any attacking abilities for a couple seconds. And this happens when I'm either getting focused a little bit and have to rock it out, or I have to basically just kite. And you want to make sure that you're having as little downtime as possible. Either you're healing, either you're attacking, but you want to make sure that you're putting as much damage out as possible, and that helps your overall DPS. Now I went over and I saw that these guys were still kind of getting their pylon, and there were some people going for ours, so I decided to call out in the chat because not a lot of people were calling, and then went forward to help cap our node. Now unfortunately I do a really bad rocket out right now, but as I get a little bit closer to the node, I started my damage and focus one guy in the edge of the fight. Again, I could get closer to the node and stay on the node, but why bother? I'm only attacking one person, I might as well stay away. That way, once I take him down with a couple big crits, I'm able to switch targets and get back to the other fight as quick as possible. Now I rocket out the ledge, and when you rock out the ledges, it makes you go a little bit farther. Unfortunately, as we attack him, and I put a net on him just so we can assure the kill, two ranged DPS go on me, and this is or a ranged and melee DPS go on me, and it is very hard to escape a sniper and a juggernaut that are putting all of their slows and stuff on you. So I rocket out away, put up a couple of my defensives, start healing myself up a little bit. I cut the line of sight around this pillar just so I can try to heal up. Unfortunately, it interrupted. I used supercharge because in 4.0 is a defensive. I don't think it's a defensive now. And luckily, because I took my discipline or my utilities, that my heals me up twice as fast, I'm able to stay alive, rock out again, hydraulic overrides, and get to the other side. Now notice that I don't just get near my team, I go to the opposite side of the node, so they have to switch targets away from me. Then I'm free to do my DPS and attack and kill the people that overextended. They overextended because they were chasing me too far. Because I was able to stay alive and lure, I guess, and force the two people to chase me, we were able to get the points. And in the Hypergate, you get points for every kill. So I was actually able to help our team get points by me staying alive and leading the people to the rest of my team. Again, a quick rocket out over here, and then I check my shoulder, see that the fight's still going on. Again, I'm only on the edges of the fights. Even with our new defensive capabilities, you want to be on the edge of the fight. Now I see the assassin go on me, or the operative go on me. I stun him, move away, do my DPS. Now watch what I do right here. My regular rotation would merit that I would do 2 tracer missiles to get all of my tracer locks on the target, and then do a rail shot. But I knew, just based on his health, that I didn't need that second tracer missile. So because I skipped one ability in my rotation, I was able to get the kill a little bit faster. That's what people mean when they say PvP doesn't have a set rotation. It's understanding little changes like that. Alright, so 4.1k DPS is pretty good. I obviously don't have very good gear. I have decent gear because Bolster is helping my old 65 PvP gear, but it's not great. So I bet the numbers will go up a little bit. Arsenal Merc is super strong at the moment. So enjoy it while you can until it gets nerfed, because I bet you in the next patch it will. But as we saw in the past patches, Arsenal Mercs, as long as they had good positioning, and that's why I stress positioning so much in this video. If you have good positioning and nobody bothers to attack you, then it doesn't matter how squishy you are because you're not taking damage. And even though these new defensives help us a lot in that respect, when they probably will nerf us, it is good to focus on things like rotation. So unfortunately, I'm not being able to play as much as I used to, so I will try to upload videos and especially with my other characters who haven't yet in 5.0. But we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to me, and I'll see you next time.